Hey guys, we are back here on the Razzleberry map, The Nightmare Journey. Full disclosure, the map is broke. There's supposed to be, I'm assuming, command blocks that open the next section. So I had to go into creative to open the door. I didn't just want to stop playing the map. I'd really like to finish it. So I did that. And trying to go through, gather up needed stuff, supplies and whatnot before I head off to this next section. Kind of read through the book real quick, just saying how once the wool is placed on the monument, the next section is supposed to open. So I will have to go into creative each time we finish one of these sections and open the door, since the command blocks are broke. Other than that, I don't think it affects anything else with the map. So this first area was pretty dark. I tried lighting it up, tried to go around and find all the spawners. And there were quite a few spawners out here, out and about. And some of them the spawners were a little hard to find. They were, because it was so dark in there, it was hard to see where everything was at. So like I said, I went around trying to light up as best as I could. I made sure I had plenty of torches to get through the level without having to run back and forth too much. All these spiders, and I kind of just looked around to see if there was anything hidden around anywhere, any kind of chests or anything like that. I was hoping that skeleton would drop armor, but he didn't. I don't think any of them really dropped any armor. And then I found some creepers. So yeah, I threw my sword. I threw my sword right there when I was trying to go for the creepers, but so I'm like, okay, let's just run, since I have no idea where my sword went. And then here I head back to replace the sword I had just thrown, because I wasn't going to be able to find it necessarily because it's so dark in that section. And I kind of, every time I went back, if there was any kind of food grown, I would, collect it. Because I don't, at this point, have a whole lot of food. So far, the melons seem to be growing the best. I probably need to AFK there for a bit and let all the crops grow. Not having water, they grow slower than they normally would. But I should probably do that. Well, I guess there's water there in the center, that fountain. Yeah, I started to head back, and then I come back because I realized I probably should make more torches, because I was going through those torches pretty quick. And I need to grow some trees so I can at least make charcoal for torches, because we're going to have 3 other sections to go through. And I'm not going to regrow the torches. And I also realized too that I had a bow and some arrows, so that was the easiest way to take out these creepers. I didn't really want to have a repeat of the last episode where creepers were constantly blowing us up. So that one seemed fairly easy to take care of. And found more torches. I'm not sure why there was grass in there. I don't know what I would use grass for. Cobwebs I could see, but grass, I have no idea. Even though I have cobwebs, I don't rarely use them, but they would be good for trapping the mobs so you could deal with them a little bit easier. I'll slow them down a little bit. And I seen a creeper wandering around back there that I wanted to take care of before I try to go after the spawner. Like I said, just lighting up, and I found another spawner there. Like I said, there was a lot of spawners just in this area, and I tried to make sure I went around everywhere that I could and lit it up and was looking for any kind of chests or anything that I might find useful or that could come in handy, but I only found the one chest. I didn't find anything else. So now we decide we're going to go head off in here and see what's next for this section. I'm trying to make sure I have everything all in the right order, easy to get to. And this was interesting coming through here, this long hallway, and I expected it to be a little bit harder than what it actually turned out to be. I was able to get through it fairly easily. I was going to leave that spider spawner, and I ended up going back and changing my mind and just went ahead and took it out. I don't know that I need any more string for anything. Ran into some skeletons, and I was like, hey, they're fighting, just let them fight it out. And down through here as I go, I get the idea to kind of section it off a little further down here to make it a little bit easier to try to get through here. And I'm looking to, yep, there was a creeper. That's what I was looking for, because I knew there would have to be a creeper spawner around here somewhere. But I was able to get a torch by it fairly easy and get through pretty quickly. And I know there's a creeper here. I saw it, and this is where I get the idea to block it off and then try to tackle it this way without, hopefully without blowing too much up. So, and I know he's here. I can't see him. I'm thinking, okay, what if I go up here? Then maybe I can take out the spawner from above, and that didn't work so well. So I just go down and yellow it and kind of run through quick, place a couple torches, come back. Trying to figure out the best way to tackle, because I see it's a room, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to tackle this room. So I just run in and start torching, and hopefully I can torch up enough of it to keep the spawners spawning. And then of course, you know, the zombies come up over over my little wall there, because I had a step up. And then I realized that there is some spawners in here somewhere along this edge, but I wasn't sure where, because I could see that the creepers were right there. So I figured there had to have been a spawner on that side somewhere. And I did have one, the first time I ran through, was just kind of throwing down torches. I did have one explode behind me. And then I found that one. And I know there's another spawner over here, I can see it, but I don't know what kind of spawner it is. And at one point through here, I know I'm running out of arrows, but I'm trying to take out as many of these creepers as I can, just to make it easier. And there's the other one. I know there's at least 2 more spawners because I could see them. And then at this point, I just kind of like, okay, let's just go through, see what we can torch and what we can get to without dying. And then I run into all these zombies from the spawner that I took the torch off of, because I was going to break it, and I should have placed a torch before I broke the torch that was on it. Like I said, I know I still got at least 2 spawners, and I can see a chest back there in the back. And I didn't get a torch close enough to that spawner, so it kept spawning. But at least I got smart and blocked it up so they can't climb up it. Check out that creeper. Like I said, I fared much better this time around, and I don't know if it's because it's just the beginning of this section, so it's not quite as intense as it would be the closer you get to where the wool is. It would be my guess. I'm gonna take out that creeper, and like I said, they did have a few of them blow up, but at least I didn't die. None of the creepers actually took me out. And I figured that spawner right there was probably another creeper spawner, but it could be a skeleton, I'm not sure. I was more concerned about creepers blowing up too much of the area. I just kind of threw those blocks back down because, you know, I don't need them for anything. So I grabbed the anvil, and I thought, okay, we got more arrows, which is good, and we got some leather. Somehow I missed that book. Found some health potions. So at this point, I think, I'm kind of looking around, I see that there was a ladder under one of them, so I was going around, but it doesn't lead anywhere. So I'm like, okay, where do I go from here? So I head back out. At one point I decide to, it might be here, I decide to go back to, I'm just kind of looking around, seeing there was another way to go. So I go back because I want to drop off the stuff that I collected that I don't particularly need at this point. Mainly because if I die, I don't want to lose that stuff. So like I said, go back through here. Every time I go through here, I was, you know, gathering up whatever food I could get. Just like I said, low on food. So I may, off camera, spend some time doing some AFK, gathering up more food and wood and that kind of thing, because there really isn't a whole lot here. I've got leather, so I can make books if I need to, if we find a enchantment table anywhere, which I really don't foresee happening. So at least we'll be able to make leather armor at the very least if we need it, because you usually go through leather armor pretty quickly. I realized I had 2 iron ingots. I'm not sure where they came from. I don't know if it's from some of the zombies I killed, but I decided to make a couple of shields, mainly just as a way to deflect the arrows from the skeletons, and if I need to block creeper blasts. So at that point I figured that was the best use for those 2 iron ingots. Granted, I could have made an iron sword, but I'm down with the shield. Instead of doing that, I can handle using whatever I can get a hold of for weapon wise. At some point I will probably have to mine up some more stone from that. May have to go out to the beginning area to mine it up, but hopefully we won't need to. If it comes down to it, I can just grow trees and we'll just use wood tools and weapons. So we got another room here at some point that I know we're coming up on, but I gotta get past these creepers. So I decided to block it off again like I did before, because yep, there's a creeper spawner. So I just kind of work my way trying to get rid of the creepers. And I know I'm loading the spawner, but I'm trying to figure out the best way to try to, and then I realized I made a mistake and I put a block on the other side to jump down, and the creepers hopped up there on my little barrier wall and started coming at me. So I'm like, oops, that was a mistake on my part. So I decided to try to kind of bridge across enough to see if I can get this spawner at least lit up. And I've got more creepers that are running around in this room, so I know there's got to be more spawners. So I get down, block it off so I can take out that spawner. And I'm recollecting my blocks because I don't have a whole lot of blocks. So yeah, I just kind of work my way down, blocking off sections at a time as I go through here. And I'm thinking, oh great, we got lava in this room and a big hole, so this is going to be fun trying to tackle this one. So I hop down, just start running and torching. Then I noticed that they were falling into the lava pit, the mobs, so I just kind of waited around a little bit to see who all was going to fall off. And tried to take out some spawners pretty quickly here. And torch up what I can. And I'm looking around because I'm assuming there might be hidden areas, hidden passages, and I'm thinking, why is this slab there? And then I realized a little bit later on that there's a parkour there that I had to parkour up to the next section because I kept hearing all kinds of mobs, and I was hearing I don't know if it was like tripwire, pressure plates, or something. And I'm thinking, okay, is there something? And I don't know still yet what was being tripped. And I know it was the moms that were tripping it. Like I said, this is when I realized that was a parkour, to parkour up. But I wanted to go out here to the middle first. And then next thing I know, I got mobs raining down on my head, which wasn't good. How I didn't end up in that lava, I have no clue. So I thought, okay, forget that. I don't know if there was a spawner up there in the little elephant statue or if they just fell down. But I thought, okay, this is not the way I want to go. So we're going to go up here. When I realized that there was a ladder going up. And I do believe there was a chest on top of one of these. Well, yeah, it's over there. To get whatever was in that chest. But first I got to get rid of all of these mobs and take out the spawners. I'm just glad them spiders aren't poisonous spiders. They're just regular spiders. I hate poisonous spiders. I'll kind of slowly make my way around, take that spawner out. Like I said, and I'm lighting up and I'm looking for any hidden areas. This one I just kind of hop up here and pillar. So we got more potions. I decided to take the chest just so we know that we've got that one already. So now I decide I'm just going to kind of run around this edge and hopefully not get knocked into or fall into that lava, because that wouldn't be good. Definitely wouldn't be good. And then from here I get all of these spawners, get it all lit up around. Now I'm looking down, I realize there's a chest down there on that platform like I suspected there would be. So now I'm running around trying to find out where I need to go. Okay, and then I'll like block that area off and then we'll come back to it. So I kind of decide I need to go across here because I want to get that chest that I noticed was there. The only bad thing about doing that, and luckily I was worried about blocks, but luckily there were some blocks in that chest, so that kind of helped out. At this point, I decided to head back to the intersection, as I know I've been trying to keep these episodes fairly short, so I decided to head back, and that's pretty much where we're going to end off for this episode. I didn't die, which was good. We had some close calls, but I didn't die. So that's where we're going to end this episode, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye!